Hello, my divinities. Welcome back. So I record a day before, right? Today is technically Valentine's Day. I hope everyone is enjoying their Valentine's. I hope that you are sharing it with people that you love and who love you very much. And yeah. Oh, hold on. There we go. I'm like burning my little books over here. All right, so let's go ahead and get started with today's collective. Now, again, if you are not one of my Patreon people, there have been a few changes. I just want to get it out. I want to say it often enough to where people are not confused. The people on Patreon always get, everything I upload immediately gets released on Patreon when it's the time to be released. A week later, you will get part ones. Or you will get, like if I do zodiac sign readings, you'll get zodiac sign readings, but not the collective that I uploaded that day. Patreon people will, because, they get all the content. They're paying for that. But a week later, I release it on Facebook and on YouTube, especially YouTube. I stopped uploading for a while on Facebook because it wasn't allowing me to load videos beyond like 5 minutes. Now it's doing it again. So again, I'm uploading on Facebook. But a month later, you will get the opportunity to purchase that reading or sign up. Honestly, you can sign up whenever. But if you want to just purchase that one reading when I put it out that it's available, y'all can do that. It'll be... I'll be sharing the links in different places to where you can purchase the video directly, or you can go to my TikTok shop, my Patreon shop, and that's where the videos will be as well. Okay? All right, let's get started. What is the collective message for today? So we're starting off with 3 witchy sisters. The power of 3, number 9. Making me think of, I don't know if it's that I heard the power of 3 or witchy sisters, but it's making me think of Charmed, and it's making me think of, I used to be such an addict to Charmed. And it's making me think of, what's the name of that movie? Oh my God, I'm forgetting. It's like an old, where she's like, we're the weirdos around here, mister. I forget. And then we got Ángel de los Muertos. Okay. Transitions to the spirit realm, number 16. Then at the bottom, we've got Ghosts of the Past. The past returns for a time, number 42. Now, that card might mislead you. You might think that that means your ex is coming back, and not all the time does it mean that. Because when it's referring to the past, it can also be referring to cycles that we have not yet moved past. And it could be coming in the form of a whole new person, a whole new connection. And maybe it's not even the same type of connection. Like maybe you dealt with that issue with a lover and a friend is coming in, but they have the same issue, or there's the same cycle. So pay attention, okay? Let's start. So Ghost of the Past message says, at a masquerade ball, you see a beautiful young woman who has taken off her mask. The second she did so, people from her past invaded her party. Some are teachers, some are friends, and others are people she'd rather not see again. One reminds her of being sick once, and others remind her of many other challenging moments in her life. Why is this beauty surrounded by so many reminders at the present time? Oh, why? Oh, why? Let's see. She speaks. All about me are ghosts of the past. Come here, perhaps, so I can finally lay them to rest. I have taken off my mask and I know who I am, while they are still wearing theirs and still very much as I left them so long ago. It seems I must turn and face them and make peace with them, perhaps even going over some old ground before I can move on to fresh fields. I have an urge to put my mask on and mingle with them as I was, but I will not. I will be who I am now and meet them without pretense and show them who I have become. I am no longer afraid of the shadows in my past. I am at peace with all that I have been and all that I am. So the message with this one is old friends, boyfriends, crushes, places, and situations, or reminders of them come up to remind you of either how far you've come or that there's still work to be done in areas you thought were long settled. We all have life themes, and we all have challenges and patterns, but the trick is to move through them quickly and to learn from them permanently. These ghosts with masks are here to show you what or who needs an adjustment in your life. A clearing where you make peace with people you feel you may have wronged is in order. None of us is perfect. All of us need to forgive and to be forgiven. This is the cause of the indecision you are now facing. The ghosts of the past are haunting you. It's Judgment Day and you are more powerful than you know. The time for hiding who you are and pretending to be normal and just like everyone else is done. Okay. Let's look at number 9. Okay. So about this card, it says, these 3 witchy sisters are triplets, and they go everywhere together. Each one of them works with the others to keep their magical knowledge strong and very grounded, and very simple, too. Their hats are designed to connect them to celestial knowledge, all that is said to be above, and when they take them off, they connect to the earth, what is said to be below. They are very, very good at sensing what sort of energy is about, and they often visit people who know that something isn't quite right, but they just can't work out what that is. These sisters are like spooky antennae and use their powerful psychic skills to work out what's really happening. Once they can identify the energy issue, they can then work on an antidote and share the right action with you. Because for every problem that exists, the world of magic provides a solution. When your powers are focused in this threefold way, you create a powerful energy shift in the world around you. And your world, as a result of the consciousness you choose to create, will change. They speak. We can sense around you some strange energy, and we 3 are tuning in so we can identify and explain to you what is happening in a wave of 3. Very clearly, very simply, and without any fear at all. Because this problem may not even be a problem. It is simply something you do not understand yet. Let us come in, let us help you, and we will soon share exactly what it is. But you must help us by being aware, awake, and alert to what is around you. Divination message. Something that has just happened will happen twice, then 3 times. Something that has already happened twice will happen once more. And something that has happened 3 times is now complete. Finished. Farewelled finally by the 3 who are in charge of these strands of fate that repeat in 3s till the lesson is learned. Very interesting, no? Yes. Okay. Number 16. Ángel de los Muertos. About this angel, it says, this compassionate, soulful, and most tender of angels has been assigned 2 tasks. The first is to gently collect and gather souls to take home, where they will rest a while before incarnating again. The second is to remove the fear of death and carry away souls who are anticipating sweetness and relief, peace, and a deep restful time before rebirth. The Ángel de los Muertos does not obliterate identity at a soul level, but she certainly gently releases the soul from its body, allows the physical body to return to the earth, and invites the soul to rest a while before choosing and getting advice from her on its next incarnation. Her role is to take the fear out of death, to help you to see it as a transformation, an opportunity, and new life. She is tender and warm and epic. She is kind and compassionate, and her tears fall as she gathers souls. She can speak to earthbounds too, and encourages those whose work is done, whose time has come, to come home for a while to rest, as they deserve and as the soul needs. She visits those who are left behind with memories and encourages communication and transformative support messages to come through. She knows there is a rainbow bridge between the worlds, and more than once a year, most especially on Samhain, the old name for Halloween, All Saints' Day, or on the anniversary of the passing of the loved one, she helps messages from the departed come through with wisdom and guidance for their children and friends who are still with the living. Her love is boundless, but she has laws that she works within. She speaks. I bring you a message from a loved one whose spirit seems to have already departed, but whose physical presence lingers on for now as he or she prepares to depart from this life. I ask you now to acknowledge your loved ones who are resting in spirit or creating new selves for their souls. You may soon be about to meet a beloved in a new form. I ask you to stay open-minded about the form in which the souls can come, and I ask you to be open to the message from the loved ancestors. For they have something to tell you, and it will come to you soon in a vision or a dream or a message during a daydream that will bring such sweet, tangible proof of what some people still call life after death. There is no death. There is only life and resting time and change. Be ready to be comforted and to learn more of the world beyond this world, which is always with you, but is not always believed in or trusted, even when we send messages to you as clear as a flag in the sky. Divination message. The Ángel de los Muertos appearance in a reading signifies that you must not delay activating this lifetime's purpose. Her message is not only from those who have passed, but of the truth that you can activate your new life while you are still alive. It is no longer necessary to pass to recreate the life contract and purpose you have. Do not wish to leave in order to start anew. Believe that this life is a constant process of creation and that you are at a point where you can end a pattern without ending this life. Energy is changing and death is no longer the greatest reshaper. She comes to visit you now so the fear of mortality passes and so that you understand you can begin to rebirth yourself into a new life now. Interesting. So, something is happening in threes. Whether people are coming back from the past, whether a cycle is revisiting you, or whether you're getting messages that it's time to rebirth in some way. Let's see. What is the message for today's collective? We start with the Knight of Wands, very action-oriented. And there is a very strong death vibe because I was drawn to the, Santa Muerte tarot and then the Horror tarot as the clarifier, and it also has skulls, so there is a very deathy vibe, but not like, actual death. Then we've got the Fool. It's definitely action-oriented. Page of Pentacles and the Emperor. Let's do one more. With the Four of Cups reversed. Interesting. And the Four of Wands. With Judgment, Three of Cups, Knight of Swords, the Hierophant. I don't want to say that this is exactly an X because only the Judgment card might indicate that and the Ghost of the Past. But like I mentioned before, that could also just indicate that there's a pattern that you've been, struggling with in the past that is coming back around. There is something coming towards you very quickly, but with the Page of Pentacles, it's interesting. I'm a little confused because we've got the Knight and the Emperor on the same row, which are not... It could either mean, one, that the Emperor is coming towards you very quickly, or an Emperor. Let me rephrase that. Not the Emperor is coming towards you quickly. Now, before we start, creating stories in our head, let's keep in mind an Emperor can mean a boss. This could be a job offer. An Emperor could mean a business partner. Obviously, for some of you, it could be love, but not for everyone. So everybody's on different timelines, remember that. But whoever this Emperor is most likely coming towards you very quickly. Because because I don't see it as two separate people. I don't see anything indicating a choice, like, you know, indecision. But with the Four of Cups reversed, oh, the other thing could mean, or there's this knight coming towards you and they might see you as the emperor. And they might be coming towards you because they want to learn from you. They want you to teach them how to be an emperor. With the Four of Cups reversed, though, if this is an X, so Four of Cups upright is Cancer moon energy. And when it goes reversed, I send it into the opposite way. So that would be a Capricorn moon, which would tell me that you're in a very practical, no nonsense energy, or whoever's coming towards you is in this energy. So if they are coming towards you, they're going to be very matter of fact, very to the point. They're not going to try and, whoever this emperor is, if it's them, right? Whoever is in this energy, it could be you or them. Whoever's in the emperor energy is in a very practical, matter of fact, let's just say what's on our mind type of frequency. Let's see. And I'm only going to, I felt when I got this deck, I felt I'm not going to be doing 3 per card. It's going to be whatever comes out. If 3 comes out, great. If not, then we're just going to move forward. Clarify Knight of Wands. Okay, like now. We got 3, see? Okay, so for the Knight of Wands, it got 6 of Pentacles, 4 of Pentacles, and the Chariot. Wow. That's 3 cards of movement, action, and quick action. Knight of Wands, the Chariot, and the Fool. A leap. But again, Pentacle energies, 6 of Pentacles, 4 of Pentacles. This could be someone coming towards you with I keep going back to job offer because 6 of Pentacles is like distributing money. And obviously nobody does that for free. Right? Nobody does that without, you know, you giving something in return. But there's something here about wanting to give you something. Now with the 4 of Pentacles, that's another reason I think it's about a job, because it's like giving something to be able to hold on to you. Okay. I just realized we had Mr. over here at the bottom of the deck. The Devil with the 7 of Cups, the 10 of Cups, 10 of Swords, 5 of Cups. You know, this does not have to be a person. We are dealing with a very death-oriented energy, right? So this could be a death deity. And the reason that they show up as the devil, I mean, to be honest, a large portion of the Earth's population thinks in very black and white, you know, when it comes to entities and spirits. So if there's a spirit that is more on the darker side, they would be viewed as a devil or a demon. Not that they are, not that they're evil, but, you know, it's coming from a place of ignorance, really, but it's just how they're seen. And that's a vibe I'm getting from that. Now, if it is a person, they could have a very dark entity or God watching over them. So if it is a spirit, this is a spirit who's trying to bring you something quickly. They're pushing something your way very quickly, and it's like a gift or an inheritance. And if this is not a person, I mean, if this is not an entity or a spirit, I would say this is a person who's coming towards you with some sort of offer, and it's happening quickly. This is not the energy of hesitation at all. Clarify the Fool. That's how you'll know if this is your reading, because this is not going to take months and months and months to happen if this is your reading. Or maybe when you hear it, maybe you don't, you know, when the Fool. Let's see. Clarify the Fool. Because these are timeless. So if you hear it right now, it'll happen quickly if it applies to you. Maybe you hear it again 6 months from now, and that's when it'll apply to you. So we've got Two of Swords and, okay. So there was some indecision before with the Empress. Guys, this... Why is this feeling like yesterday's collective? We had the Emperor and the Empress, but it's like they're not the ones coming towards you. It's this Knight that's coming towards you. With the Two of Swords, there was a blockage. There was some back and forth that they had to do. But with the Six of Swords, they found the solution. And now that they found the solution, they're full speed coming towards you. Okay. Let's clarify Page of Pentacles. We got two again. Eight of Cups, Knight of Wands. It's like, god damn. With the Two of Wands. Whoever this Knight of Wands is, in yesterday's reading, it would have been the King of Swords, King of Pentacles, but they're showing up in full speed. They're showing up as the fastest knight. The fastest knight in tarot. It's almost like they got approval, and as soon as they got approval, look at this. Let me show you what I'm seeing here. Page of Pentacles. You see how this is somebody who's like putting something in a little satchel? It's like they packed a bag and headed to the airport. Like, deuces, I'm out. Now, they are coming towards you very, 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 very quickly, and with the Two of Wands here in a very determined energy. So I'm going to say that whoever they needed to get approval from, they got approval from. I still don't understand why they would need approval if they're a grown-ass person. But that's where we're at, okay? Now, it almost feels like we're picking up where we left off yesterday. Something else. Eight of Cups. They are... I'm feeling something here, though, because yesterday they were not showing up as a knight. They kept showing up in king status, right? King and king and king. They showed up as king, like wanting to be a King of Wands. They were King of Swords, King of Pentacles. They kept showing up as King of Swords specifically. So it's curious to me that now they're showing up as a knight twice. A lot of speed and power behind them, but still a knight. So I have a feeling, because of the Eight of Cups here as well, I have a feeling that maybe the father, because remember, the father's not showing up, that the Emperor's not showing up in a sentimental energy. They showed up in a Capricorn moon energy. So they're not going to be worried about feelings. They're going to be worried about, does this work? And yesterday it showed up where the sun, because it doesn't have to be that specifically, but you know what I mean. If you listened to yesterday's collective, you know what I mean. And if you didn't, I would suggest you go listen to it first. Was trying to persuade the father that this page that they want to go towards, who is actually a High Priestess, Queen of Wands, could be of benefit to the family or the company, whatever they have. So it's almost like the father is, whoever the Emperor is like, show me. Go on. Go fetch your page and show me. So this person's coming towards this page at full speed. So you are kind of like the page here, whoever I'm talking to. Clarify the Emperor. Clarify the Emperor. King of Cups. So this is how they show compassion. But with the Page of Swords. Oh, so okay. So the Emperor is clarified by the King of Cups, and then at the bottom of the deck we've got the Page of Swords, the Knight of Cups, Seven of Swords, and the World. This is the weirdest message. I got the hiccups, I don't know why. It's a weird message because what this means to me, these 4 cards, is that the Emperor was like, go fetch your page and bring them to me and show me how they can be of benefit to what we're building here. But once the Knight of Wands set off, they sent someone else after them, like to spy on what they're doing. Basically, they're going to watch the progress of the Knight of Wands without telling them that they're watching them, because that's the that would be the Seven of Swords. It's a secret. Okay. Clarify 4 of Cups reversed. The Ace of Wands. Oh. 2 of Pentacles. Okay, so remember when I said this is how they show compassion? Because they're showing up as a King of Cups. Now, I have to say, they might be coming across to their son or whoever the younger version of that they're dealing with is. They might be like, they don't want to lose this person. They don't want this, if it is a son, they don't want their son to turn against them. But remember, they're showing up with Capricorn moon energy, not Cancer moon energy. So although they can come across as someone who's very warm and compassionate, they're playing the odds. And with the Ace of Wands clarifying this 4 of Cups, they feel like this is just something that this young man or younger person, younger than them, needs to get out of their system. So they might have, okay, because look, we got the 2 of Pentacles, followed by the Queen of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles, with the Page of Pentacles. So they might have told whoever the younger person is, whether it's a son or whatever they are, they might have told them something like, go, how about this? Instead of bringing her in immediately, whoever she is, it doesn't have to be a she, go and spend time with your person. And they might have given them a time limit. If by this time you still feel like this is your person, we'll move forward. So that's how the Knight is so excited, because it's like they know that this is their person. Their emotions are not going to change, but their Emperor, whoever their Emperor represents, does think that the emotions will change. So this is like a test. They might be coming forward as a Knight because they're saying, but you can't let them know who you are. So it's kind of like they cannot be showing up as the authority that they have, because they did show up with authority. They showed up with power, very wealthy ancestry. And it's like they can't show that to this person, to whoever the page is. Okay. Well, that was quick. First one to come out is 10 of Cups. The 2 of Wands. The 7 of Pentacles. The 9 of Pentacles. And the King of Wands. with the Hierophant. This Hierophant is the same person as the Emperor. Look at this. Okay, so we've got the Hierophant, followed by the Nine of Swords, followed by the Knight of Cups. Remember who the Knight of Cups is? The Knight of Cups showed up as the person who's watching the Knight of Wands. And the Knight of Cups has Judgment on their side. So with the Three of Cups, they're going to be watching this progress. So it's almost like they said, go, do your own thing. This person took off. As soon as they got permission, they took off. And then they sent whoever this Knight of Cups is behind them without the Knight of Wands knowing, because they're like, let's see how it plays out. They're not going to tell me whether this person rejects them, whether this person tries to play them. So I need you to watch how things are going and report back to me. Now, this Knight of Cups might be someone that the Knight of Wands knows. And this is just straight channeling right here, because this, I don't really have proof of this on the table. This is just coming into my head. Or I'm just very creative and I'm creating a drama. But I feel, this is what I feel, that this Knight of Cups is someone that the Knight of Wands knows. And they're around the same age, because the Knight of Wands, Knight of Cups, okay? Not only that, but after the Judgment and after the Three of Cups, because again, Three of Cups would be like, go hang out with them. Go see what they're up to. After the Three of Cups, we got the Knight of Swords. And they're swallowing the sword, which means that they're not going to be telling this person that they're spying on them. Why? Because it's followed by the Five of Cups. They know that that would hurt them. They would feel betrayed. They would feel like they have to watch what they say around this person, because they don't want to, send, there's so much I want to say. They don't want to influence their family against their person. But because this is a new connection, right, there's obviously going to be little bumps, and it's almost like that whoever this Emperor Hierophant is, they know. There's someone who has very keen insight. I mean, obviously they're a Hierophant and an Emperor. So it's almost like they know that because this is a new relationship, you know how people get when they're excited about a relationship, they talk, right, to people that are close to them. So this Knight of Cups, let's say, I'm not saying this is how it has to go down, but this is a potential. Let's say that one of these people is going to a city, right? That's where the High Priestess lives. And they might be flying from another country or from another state. And so they're going to that city and they're going to establish themselves there for a while so that they can, get to know her. So whoever the Emperor Hierophant is, knows of someone that person went to school with, maybe college, university, and they also live in that city, and they might pay them to casually bump into that person, renew the friendship, and report back. Does that make sense? That's the scenario I'm getting. Now that's very, I don't know why that's the scenario I'm getting in my head, but we're just going to roll with it, okay? Because why not? It's just a story. Clarify Ten of Cups. Whether it's your story or not, only you know. Oh, before I got all caught up in the Hierophant and the Emperor with the Knight of Cups. So looking at these cards that we have here, Ten of Cups, because again, look at this. Look at this image here. You see how there's this little house and there's a heart right on the house. They know that this person's going to be gushing about their person. Towards them, they are aware that this person will be very guarded. They're going to be very careful about what they share, what they tell them about how things are happening, what's going on. So they're like, yeah, go keep an eye on that for me. Interestingly enough, they're not going to leave this person destitute, But it's almost like they're gonna say, you're not allowed to share with the high priestess maybe what family you're from or what you do for a living. But they're still gonna be comfortable because they're showing up with 9 of Pentacles. So it's not like they're gonna be poor. It's not like they're gonna show up with nothing. But maybe they're gonna give them a job that might have 6 figures. You know, they're gonna be comfortable, but they're not going to reflect the actual wealth that they carry. They feel like this plan will expose whether this is the right connection for this person or not. But they believe that this is just a fling and that it'll burn out. It'll, you know, it'll dissolve. So we've got Hanged Man, clarifying the 10 of Cups. And we've got 7 of Pentacles. So yeah. Okay, so check this out. At the bottom of the deck, we've got 7 of Pentacles, right? So this tells me that wherever they're going, they're rushing towards the page, high priestess person. Yesterday was high priestess, but also showed up as a page first. They're going towards this person, but with the 7 of Pentacles followed by the 8 of Pentacles, they're going to settle down there, which is why I'm saying like they might get an apartment or a house. Maybe they already own a house there. They're going to settle in because they're going to come across like, this is my life. But the life that they portray is going to be a lot low key, a lot more low key than what they actually have. Kind of like, you know what I'm thinking of? Remember the movie, if you haven't seen it, I highly suggest you go watch it. It is so cute. The movie Crazy Rich Asians, I think that's what it's called. Crazy Rich, okay. Remember how she was dating someone and she had no fucking clue what he came from. Not because he was hiding it, well, kind of, but he just didn't want to bring it up. You know, he was like, I want to know if her and I get along. And then if we are compatible, we'll bring in the heavy stuff, right? The more important things. That's what I'm feeling here. So it's not like they're going to be poor. It's not like they're going to act like they live under a bridge or something, but they're just not going to share their full history. Because look at this. Remember when I just said, who's the Hierophant? The Hierophant is the daddy, right? Whoever the Emperor is. And check this out. 5 of Wands, 2 of Cups, and the Hierophant. Which means this person knows that the Hierophant is not really in favor of the connection. And they're going to, it's like they're coming in with this mentality of, right now, this person is giving me permission. And maybe they were told that. I don't know. I'm not really seeing the conversation, but whatever happened, the Hierophant was like, go on, let's see. But maybe they might have said, I believe this will fizzle out. Either they said it or this person felt it. One of the two. Because the Hanged Man, it's like they want to change the perspective of the Emperor Hierophant towards the page. I don't know why this person keeps coming up as a page. Maybe they see her. I don't know. But page. And that's going to take work. So it's just a matter of, like, I don't know why I'm feeling like they feel like I've got to get to work. I don't know what that means. Get to work. Okay. Me no sabe. Clarify 2 of Wands. Two of Cups. This card's sticking out. 6 of Cups. With the World. See, when this card shows up, it makes me feel like they're traveling from another country. Look at this lineup. We've got the World card, followed by the Justice card, followed by the Lovers. Now, I've got to be very honest with what's coming up because I don't want you guys to be surprised later. That's what I'm here for, right? Whatever they're not telling you, I will. And I really feel like this person might have said something along the lines of, oh, you want to get a divorce from this Queen of Pentacles? You've got to show me it's real love. So if this lasts beyond this amount of time, you're allowed to get a divorce. Which is not, I don't know. I don't like that. But I also feel like I'm just going to tell you what's happening, okay? So that's what, when they say they got to get to work, 2 of Cups, 6 of Cups. Like they feel like they've got to prove what a great match this is. They already know it. They feel it. But they've got to somehow show it. Because right now, this is all in their head, right? They haven't actually approached the page. Clarify 7 of Pentacles. Let's see. So, oh my God, I just realized I was so caught up. We're already at 41 minutes. I'm gonna stop part 1 here. Remember, the ability to watch part 2 can happen immediately if you sign up to Patreon, and if you want to wait to buy it individually, it'll be available in about a month or so. Okay, love you guys, and talk to you later. Mwah.